Fine. So what shall we discuss for today? Any
Bachchan,
idea?
are we going to use any of other sequence like state machine and all?
Depends upon your requirement, but the current workflow, if you are using RE framework and process, you can use a flowchart or sequence. That should be enough.
Okay.
Shall we design SDD, Vachira? Are we going to design SDD or straight to process?
So SDD should be designed. It can be designed,
Okay.
but depends if you really want it now or it can be completed after the process.
Yeah, sure.
I will try to share a STD sample with you. Just go
Yeah,
ahead
sure.
and look at it once.
Okay.
Okay, let's review one of the PDDs, then we can continue. Sonam, have you completed the PDD?
Yes, Ocean. Yes.
Can you please share? Sonam, can you please share the screen and explain us what you have written or updated?
Yes, Ocean. Can you see the screen?
Let me just
Hello.
quickly check. Yeah, I can. Go ahead.
Yes. Yeah, Ocean, I have made this supply chain management process in PDD. Uh, this in which like in which we are using we are opening application that is RPA samples, and in which from the screenshots I'm telling you. First of all, in the process, I have mentioned this like process full name is supply chain management. Process area is this. Short description about the process in which like we are exporting data from the linked HR manager based on their external name, and after I'll export the data, write it into the CSV and send to the client with the screenshots and that CSV file.
Okay.
Yeah, in process schedule, I have mentioned like weekly item process will be 10 and it will work last week of all the months. And
Okay.
like in the transaction volume during peak period 300, and after then it will increase the volume. Next reference period I have mentioned 700, and exception rate is 1%. Anything from your side that I have to mention in it?
So that's fine. Let's go with the flow, process flow.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. In which after open when we open this RP samples, we will click on this supplier management system, and we'll click on a new supplier to add the supplier. Here we have to enter like internal name and external name, some description. We have to add the file from here, and we have to check in the next. I have like add the file from here, and we have to choose in industry education, which in which education uh, it's banking or engineering. And with the if condition, I'm checking like if the recurrent supplier box is it is uncheck or check with the condition. And I have to select the date from like 43 days back that I have to select. And I have used one condition here, like there are so many job titles there, then we have to click on like HR manager, then in the job title we have to check like the title is HR manager or not, because we are mentioned there.
Okay.
And then we have to click on link to link with the employee, and we have to save the records from here.
Mhm.
With the external name we can check, like I have made it with the external name S, and
Mhm.
we can search from here. And after that we have to export the CSV file.
Okay.
In which in the next steps I have only mentioned, like I have not given the screenshot. I have mentioned that we have to save the file, and like with the full name, and we have to use this format by and MDD, read download CSV file, remove the duplicates, and write the file into Excel file, write the data and
Okay.
send to the client. Yeah, this is done from my side in the process. And like in this to be detailed process map, I have checked another this PDD document. There is some process flow is there after like to be detailed process map, but in my from PDD document it's not available. I don't know why after this.
Okay. So can you show me the process flow once? Flow chart.
Yes.
Open task capture. Did you join from the app? I think you joined from Chrome browser, right? So if you are opening or if you're sharing screen from Chrome browser, I will not be able to control, take a remote control. So next time, please add a Teams in your machine and then use it.
Okay.
Scroll down. Okay, see here, we are having two different conditions. Why are we adding everything in the same format? Can't we change it? If you are not able to do it something with task capture, like creating a proper diagram, do it with other items or other flowcharts. That's fine.
No, like in decision when we are doing like with you, but at that time it's not coming like that.
Okay, let me share my screen. See, all I need is I cannot have diagram like this completely, because whenever you are doing something with task capture, if the diagram is not coming properly, you should adjust it at least. If you're not able to adjust it, then we'll not be able to see things properly. Let me just show it to you. Okay, so I'll open Internet Explorer. Samples.com. Okay, supply chain management. See, all I need is go ahead and record capture sequences if I want. Okay, or else if you're doing something like this, file, new, capture process, no. So I am doing something like, okay, click on new supplier, name, external name, and then stop. So these are 5 steps. Okay, so how are you doing this? Or are you doing in the same way, or are you doing anything in a different way?
No, I'm doing the same way, and in at the right side we can see all the details of the process.
Correct,
Like
correct. But
yes.
when you are exporting, is this not coming in the same way?
And yeah, in like decision, this activity is not coming same way. I'm
See,
not able to write it.
all I need is first thing, add a sequence, capture actions, or delete. Okay. So whenever we have a business rule exception, try to add this business rule exception. Okay. Start capture. First thing is name. Second thing is external name. Okay. Once we have it, stop. And if you see here, there are many things that came in. Okay. There is no need for everything. This backspace, everything, this is not required. All I need, let's assume that I want only external name. Okay. Press enter. Type into name. So once I typed in, then what I'll do is there is one more step that I can add. So I can add this one, stop. So check what is this particular item? Recurring supplier. Get a recurring supplier value. Okay. So once we get it, then add it. So here business rule is a recurring supplier, checked. Okay, so once we have this, we need to have multiple options again. First thing, start capture, check it. So here the value is no. So you can change this to here. Let's add this one. Okay, here the value is no. Now what do we need to do here? recurring. There. So recurring supplier is checked. Then what do we need to do? Then save it. See here, no I have written, and here I have yes. Okay, I can change the places of where I want this one. So after completion of recurring item, what else can I do?
Link the HR.
Okay, so whatever it is, then I need to go ahead and link HR. So let's see if I can change this one. Yeah. So link HR. So if you see now, this particular diagram comes into a shape. Okay, link HR, and once link HR is done, then save. Click on save. Then I can.
Actually, I'm sorry. We have to select the date 43 days back. So
See, this
after
is
the
sample
report.
that I'm saying. I'm not going as per the complete process. Uh,
Okay.
but what I have seen in all the documents that I have verified is, if you see here in the teams, see, this is okay. Prashant have updated. Let's see what Prashant have done. See the process. They are just going with the flow instead of the flow chart. Okay, the expectation is for a flow chart. So when it is a flow chart, it need to be properly visible and properly shown. To be process also, we need to have a proper flow chart. So this is good. I think he created it in a different item. So Praveen, so who created this? Praveen, right?
Prashant.
Prashant. Prashant.
Yes, Vajan.
So where did you create this?
Yesterday.
Sorry, I didn't get you.
Yesterday.
No, no. In which tool have you created this?
I'm just creating in Word.
Yeah, okay. Word also works, but if you use task capture, then this will also work. And see, there is not only one place where you can create it. If you want, you can go with Lucid Chart or online flowchart creator. Lucid Chart you have, and Canva you have. Draw.io is also a good resource. So you can just store it, create new diagram, just blank diagram or flowcharts. You can directly go with flowcharts. So yeah, create. So you can use this, but you need not work too much or extensively on this, but try to understand that there are different tools where you can create the flows. Okay, so if you are using task capture, this is how you can do this. Okay. So let's go ahead and review the documents, a few documents. Who else, who out of all the members who have joined, can you please raise hand? How many of you have completed the preparation of document? Okay, Karthik completed, Praveen completed, Maha done. Karthik, I think you have also completed, right? Ganesh completed. Pragati completed. Okay.
Actually, I have completed, but I need to make a change. A few changes are I've seen.
No problem. Whatever you have completed till now, you can update it.
Okay. Yeah, already updated. Actually.
Karthik also update. Okay, so I think most of you have already completed it. So unknown user, who is unknown user? Let me. Am I the person? Okay, fine. So let's do one this. Can we do peer review in this? So we have 30 more minutes, and can we do a peer review? All I need is I need members to collaborate to have to give reviews for the other members. If you want, you can update all your files in here. Teams, go to files, and in this files, let's go with. Okay, see. Sorry. So you have all the folders or all the files. I will create a new folder. So let's have it as supply chain management. Ready? So can you please upload or move these files into this particular folder? You can do it by yourself now. Go ahead and do it. All you need to do is click on your file. I think there will be an option to move, and in here just go ahead and update. Click on supply chain management, click on move. This is what you need to do. Go ahead and do it. I'm not sure whose item it is, so please do whatever file you have, please do update it, but I want it to be updated with your name. Just update it with your name. So meanwhile I will tell you who should take which file. Just confirm once you have done that.
Hi, Bajran. Ganesh here.
Yeah, Ganesh.
Hi. Sorry, I joined late due to technical issue, and currently I'm joining from my mobile, so I can't able to do any operation for file moving or something.
See, let's check with others. Karthik, you can be in the call and you can still see what others are doing. But I prefer see we will be doing activity sets, so try to correct your technical glitches. Okay.
Yeah.
Rahul, Sonam, right? Do you have anyone else? So Ganesh, you are not able to connect from mobile from desktop, right?
Yes, right.
So I am removing you. Okay, so I need to see who else. So
I'm
who
also
else?
connecting from my mobile.
Rahul, I cannot add you. So who else did not complete the PDD within this? Praveen, Pragati, Sundarvalli, Karthik, Prashant, Sonam. Who did not complete PDD? Okay, let's add Sonam. You should check Karthik. Prashant, you should check with Valli. Karthik, you should check with Pragati. Uh, Pragati, I will give you Praveen.
Okay.
So who else is Praveen need to take? Um, Valli, I think I can give Wally to you. Wally I have already given, so I will give. Who else is remaining? Prashant.
Maha,
Maha did join the call. Hi Maha. Maha, have you completed document?
Yeah, sure.
So Maha we have. So Maha, you can take. Reviewing is done. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So Pragati done and
Sonam,
Wally done.
Sonam.
Okay, Sonam. So Praveen, you can take Sonam's.
Rahul,
Rahul. Yep, Rahul. Rahul, I think you joined from mobile, right?
Yes.
So I cannot add Rahul because
Ganesh
okay.
is Ganesh.
Ganesh also joined from mobile, so he cannot take it. But Maha, can you? But Rahul, have you updated your file?
No.
Okay, so Maha, I cannot take it. Any Maha, who can take Maha's item? Maha's 1, 2, 3. Pragati. So, Praveen and Sonam, can you please connect? Do I need to add you in group separately, or will you be able to connect?
Yeah, can you please add us?
If I add you, then the recording will be separate.
Oh,
So
okay. Okay.
that I cannot do it. That's the problem. So let's do
Okay.
one thing. Maha, have you, if you have completed, let's do review now, and others do a peer review like in the list from the list.
Okay.
Okay, you can select everything, and today you should complete the complete code. Whatever code that you have, you need to complete it. Okay. So Maha,
Okay.
let's go with your file.
Yeah, sure. I'll share this.
Let me take it from here. Have you updated it already?
Yeah, I updated in the folder.
Where is it?
Move to folder. Supply chain management PDD folder.
Okay. So can you update it in PDD? Okay, you have already updated. Fine. Good. So if I want to make any changes, best thing that I need to do is you can click on checkout. Checkout done. So now I can change it and I can make change updates and then I can add it back. So let's see. So objectives, fine. Key contacts, okay. Minimum prerequisites, field process definition document as data to support development, okay. Full name, fine. These are okay. So are you using Outlook?
For sending mail.
Okay. I want you to change. So I have already updated this for you. So
Okay,
please
I'll
make it
change the
same.
type.
Okay. Detailed process map. So this is the as-is process map. Keystroke level. So there is no keystroke level recording. It's in here. Action. So open browser is now documented. I have clearly mentioned there. And then what else do you have? Click. Okay. Back into see. Type into this click is not required, Maha. So instead of that, all you can do is you can remove these activities, add only limited activities.
Sure.
add uh, if you can just add enter external name value, that should be enough.
Sure.
Okay.
Okay.
So here in download JPG, okay, this is fine. Open. So date steps can be a single step, like select 43 days before from today. There is no need for clicks.
Okay.
Okay. And here you need to mention link HR. Something like that you need to mention so that it's understood here itself.
Yeah. I'll write the description.
None of the descriptions are available. Okay. Here instead of this keyboard input, you can add search external user. Okay, here you can just change filter to external name. So it should be precise, but it should have all the values. Okay, and search with external name. Okay. Then there is no need for these steps. Taskbar, taskbar snipping tool and all, because take a screenshot is what we require. Okay. Or if even if you add it in the to be process, so this should be updated in the to be process at least. Send screenshot. Okay, let's see with the screenshot at least. Open app, Chrome, taskbar, snipping tool. So none of the data is correct. To be process map is wrong. Update the flow. That's what I mentioned.
I used Swimland, but here it is not coming like how it is in task capture. Will it be like this only?
So if you are using Swimlane, you can also, I think my version is a bit different. Um, what I say is, if you are using Swimlane, you can take a screenshot of the Swimlane and you can post it here if required. Okay, that will work, right?
Actually, I saved it as a Word document, and from there I copy and pasted it.
See, that's what I'm saying. Instead of having it here, Swimlane, you have a clear document, right? It's clear picture that you can copy, create a screenshot or copy it extra, export it, and then you can add it here if required. Since these are community versions, this is not yet updated, so that's the reason you can do it like that. Okay. And even though it's Swimlane, details are not correct, right? Taskbar, clicking on taskbar, snip tools, sequence, these are not correct.
Yeah, okay, I'll change that.
Yes, do ahead. Go ahead and change it. So you need to remove all the details that are not required. You need to add business rule exceptions. Don't we have business rule exception? in the document or question?
No, we don't have.
Yeah, we have, right? Because with before 43 days, right? We can add that condition, right?
That is just condition, right? That is
That's
not.
just condition. That's not a business rule exception. So business rule exception will be a bit different.
Okay.
If we should not process any user, or if there is any interview questions, project lifecycle, interview questions. Let's see. So what do we have? Open keyboard, external name, photo. So you can write a business rule exception like photo not available, photo path not available. So if that is a business rule exception, then go ahead and continue with the flow instead of uploading a photo. Just continue with the flow. Check with that. Save the code. Yeah, I think that should be fine just to have an understanding of business rule exception. If you don't have a file path for photo, then that should be an error. Business rule exception. Okay. Okay. So can we go with the code? We still have 15 minutes time.
Vajran, I have a doubt. What should we write in input data description?
Input data description, you can add something like this. Let's go back. Files. Okay. Okay. Can you please rename this?
I saved it with me.
It's still with RPA sample supply chain management.
I think it's someone else.
Is it someone else's document? Where is your ID?
I opened it with Mohan.
Yeah. So what are you asking?
2.6 input data description.
Input data description. So this is action sample data we have. Okay, input type is Excel. Location is shared drive. Yes. Our input structured yes. So this you can delete. Okay. Action. At what action it's taking. So takes, for example, here filling data. So let's say that filling data is action number 5. Okay, so at action number 5, and here we need to add all the information that's required. But what exactly can we do here is we can add one more table, insert a table. So here we have name, external name, or what else do we have?
Date.
Date is fine, and industry you can add, and number of employees you can add, required, or address. So let's go with industry, photo path. Name is Vajrang, external name is Vajrangi, industry is education, and photo path is C:/documents/ version.jpg. So this should be the, let's assume that this should be the data type, data sample data. Okay. So we are we are telling about the sample data in here. So this data should be updated in step number 5. Updating all the files. Any more questions?
Here this detailed process, do we have to write anything in the table column? Here, this action number.
See, the best thing is to add action numbers, but for now, just continue. You will take too much of the burden because we also need to complete the code, right? Just go with the. Okay. Okay. So
Vajrang,
yes.
uh, can we take a look on my PDD? I had uploaded yesterday in chat.
Your name, please.
Uh,
Where did you upload?
Yesterday after Karthik, I have uploaded in message.
So teams posts. Okay. Karthik,
Above
Ganesh.
Ganesh. Yeah, right.
This seems to be structured. I think even this is okay. We are able to see the process steps. Select image, enter new record details, fine. Navigate supply chain management, take a snapshot. I think this is good, Ganesh.
Okay.
Okay, process statistics. So open browser, open, enter URL, good. Navigate, fine, enter the details. So click on new supplier. So instead of go to internal name text box, you can just add internal value, internal name value.
Okay.
Press tab, downloads, downloads. Okay. Okay. Open. Control Shift right. So there is no need to do something like this. Uh, but if you have done, okay. So this is the manual step that you're trying to do. But according to the code, you can use activities. But this is fine. To be processed, enter reach. Okay. So you have added something like this. Open, navigate to supply chain management, reach record. What is this B? It enters.
As it will be in loop. So and the diagram is on 2 different pages.
Okay.
So I have
Okay.
given
Okay.
connector.
So keyboard details, supplier. Click on supplier. Check with the date. Okay. Save button. External name. Save as screenshot. Okay. This is fine, Ganesh. It's good. Unknown reporting you can add. See, reporting type is Excel or CSV, and updated frequency is daily. You can add. So what you can do is you can create a CSV report and add execution details. Um, Nothing. Any. You can
Okay.
add this, but this is fine. Process also looks good, and you can continue with this.
Okay, sure.
Okay. So other than the PDDs, can we discuss anything else? Any interviews you have taken so far? One or two,
Uh,
last one or two.
no, not yet. But I got scheduled one today in afternoon
And what is the role?
for RP developer.
Okay. go through the basic important questions and the flows and about the document. So Ganesh, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Ganesh, what are the issues you found you faced in the projects?
Actually, for this, I have nothing to say because I have not worked on any live project, official live project.
That's a wrong answer.
Yeah, that is wrong. Uh,
Tell me the correct
the
answer.
thing in the first issue I found in while working on project is for the collecting the user requirement. If the user requirement is ambiguous or it
Mhm.
is misleading, then
Okay.
it will go to the it will the development will go in a wrong way. So
Okay.
first, and if there is ambiguity or some users are saying the totally different requirements, then first we have to clear it at initial stage only, and
Mhm.
then we should move forward because it creates
Okay.
a lot of issue in the development later.
Okay. So what are the issues you faced during the development phase?
Like for example, when I was the example I have is not for RPA, but for my previous projects that uh, the two users are from same department but with different plants, and we want to do implement a functionality for that department, but the both user are having a different calculation requirement uh, for some stock calculation. So and they both are determined on their own calculation only. They don't want uh, another calculation to be added in their
Okay. So Ganesh, you're not like you're taking it too general. So when someone asks you about what are the issues you faced, see they are keen on interest, they're keen or they're interested in what are the technical issues that you have faced, other than oh, other than team activities or anything. Okay, so you can say something like if the user input is not a structured format, then we may need to create or we may need to create a template of creating the data in structured format, and then we need to give it back to a user to give the data only in this particular format. And sometimes we have issues with the shared folder because the file in the shared folder being accessed by someone else, we are not able to access. So at that condition, we were throwing an exception for a user and continuing with the next transaction item. So these kind of technical issues is what a interviewer is expecting.
okay.
Okay, so understand the details because actually in previous recordings, Bali did it very well. So please check with the previous details or previous recordings. I think that was on Friday or Thursday. Check with the recordings.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Pragati, you raised the hand. Any question?
Sorry, Vajrang, I think it was from previous question only.
Okay. Any questions? So tomorrow, today, I'm expecting all of you to complete the code and give it a demo tomorrow.
Hi, Vajrang. Can you please explain structured data and structured data to automate the codes? That is
So
rejects. Do we use that?
regex is not required here, right?
Okay, so how to automate unstructured data?
See, unstructured data, when you say about unstructured data, it completely depends upon what type of unstructured data it is. Is it completely text file or is it anything else? So if it is text file, so you are asking me about how to get value between two, get a word between two values in the text file, something like that.
For example, in one invoice, it is saying the date format is different. In another invoices, date format is different. So how do you get? How do you automate in that? In that? That is
Okay, okay. So let's assume that you have two date formats. Let me pull up UiPath. See, I mostly rely on regex online. Okay. So let's assume that I'll create a simple process for you. Okay, documents match to set folder. So in here, let me add just a sample, or I can just go with main workflow, and let's assign something. So str underscore, and from here I have something like this one. Let's take this sample. So this is the date. So I have something like this. New date format. New date. This. So this is the complete string, and here I need to have I date value. Okay, so for that what I can do is regex um, let's see if we have is matches configure expression, and here we have the sample value is what I need to write. So this I can copy and paste. So this is just for trail. There is or just for testing if this is working or not. And here in the regex we have advanced mail US date format. So if you see here, this is with US date format. So what it will give is it will give me uh, exactly one value of date format. But if you see here, this is not checking the correct value, or this is not checking the exact item. So instead of that, I can use any regex that I have. Copy. I can change this to custom, advanced. Whenever I add something like this, this should be highlighted. For example, if I add new, that will be selected, and date, this date will be selected. So this is the advanced regex operation or regex values. But let's see why this is not coming. If you see here, this clearly states that it should start with any digit. If you can remove this one and this one, let's. So now you are getting the correct value.
okay.
So the start, if you there is something that should start with this, then we will add this symbol, and if there is something that should end, we need to add dollar symbol. So regex symbols and regex values you need to learn. But if you see here now, if since I have removed starting and ending, it will pick up any value from here. And let's say this is the input, right? str unstructured data. Here we'll have value. I can just add value, then just add a log message. In this log message, we can see the value. This is the value. And here, if you see, we have many. This is an IEnumerable of items. Like the result will be IEnumerable. So it's a collection of values.
Okay.
So I'm not sure if we can directly add it like this. Let's see. Tables val IEnumerable dot groups. I can just add 0 dot toString. So there should be some execution like this. Let's keep a breakpoint here, debug. So in here, I can see in the locals if there is anything that's matched. So typecaster, if you see here, we got the state. Okay, and let's go with the immediate panel. And in this immediate panel, I will add val. It's caster val of 0. This is what I'll get. Step into, and in the message, I can see the value. So the data is not structured, but using regex, we found the value, exact value that we need.
Okay.
Okay, but you need to understand regex for that.
Okay.
Any other questions? Okay, if there are no questions, I'll be waiting for your updates. And thank you so much. Everyone can drop off from the call. I will be waiting. If someone have any questions? Okay. Okay, no questions. Thank you so much. Have a great day, everyone. Bye bye.
Thanks for joining.
Thanks, Sajra.